Praise the Lord, everyone. Pastor James Owens here at LifeLine Apostolic Church. We want to, as usual, invite you to come be with us. Our service times are Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Bible study. Bible class from 10 to 11 on Sunday morning. Then we break for 30 minutes to go back in regular service at 11:30. You can find the address on the screen, and our info is at LifelineAC.com, LifelineAC.com. And so today, I want to read to you from Matthew 4:19. Jesus said, "Follow me and I will make you fishers of men." Jesus was the first, what we call missionary. He was a man on a mission. And he just did not sit by passively and let those who happen to be interested in his teaching come to him. He went to them. And you can find him at 12 years old teaching in the temple, the synagogue. And he would go to the sick and the healing. He went to people. He went to where people was. He interacted with people. And he challenged them. He uprooted things. He changed men. He called them to do things. Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. He healed the sick. He raised the dead. I've made this statement before. I'll make it again. You don't just meet Jesus, you experience him. If he was to step into the room, and even back in those days, and even today, and says nothing, his very presence has an effect on you. So that's what the Lord did. And because he challenged men in their traditions, and he challenged men to be deeper, and he challenged men to go to get a hold of God, to reach for God. And even though he healed the sick and raised the dead, and he did nothing but good, the thanks he got for it was nails in his hands and nails in his feet, and he got nailed to a cross. He didn't get hung on a cross for what he did. He got hung on a cross for who he was and what he said. You know, if he'd have come in and just been Mr. Nice Guy with everybody and hadn't challenged the hierarchy of that time for their being stuck in tradition and not believing in him, he would have never have been crucified. They tried to hire some men to falsify witness against him, but in the end, when he admitted to being the Christ, that was enough to seal the deal. The Lord said, "This world has hated me, they're going to hate you." So we don't look at the world as our enemy, but people are going to hate you if you're in love with God and you're serving God and you're worshiping God. People are going to hate you just for that very fact. You might be some nice people, but we might have a nice personality. But there are going to be people that just despise us, who don't even know us because of what we do, because we're different. Because we love God. And the truth of the matter is it brings a condemnation or a conviction to them, and they don't like that feeling. Men don't mind you. Mankind doesn't mind you healing their sick, raising their dead, opening their blinded eyes. They're all for that. But when Jesus went to the island of Gadara and he cast the demons out of that man in Gadara, the guy he was naked, cut himself, and in the tombstones and in the graveyards, and Jesus delivered him. He was clothed and in his right mind. And the things he got, the city asked him to leave. That story still blows my mind. The city asked him to leave. I can't fathom that. They would come out and try to bind this guy with chains. He'd break them. And the Lord comes along and delivers him, and the people ask him to leave. That's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. But hey, a lot of America has done that. He has blessed them, and they've asked God to step out of the picture. The thing with God, he will. God's a gentleman, but you ask him to step back, he will. But boy, oh boy, the price you'll pay. The price you'll pay. So I want to challenge you today. Don't hang your head. Don't be ashamed. God's called us to be missionaries. We have a mission in this world. We may not be set up little tents on every block, but we are in this world. We're not of it, but we're here on a mission to do something for God. We're here to talk to somebody. We're here to help somebody. We're here to reach for somebody. We're here to pray and intercede for a world. So let's do that. Let's stand up with the Lord today. Let's be counted. Let's be counted with God. Let's be what He has called us to be. God bless you today.